Right behind me, I have about a year worth of our collection. So this is just almost a year or a little bit over a year, like a year and a month or so of us collecting movies. Most of these are used with the exception of some that are brand new. The newest titles, we purchased those through either Barnes and Nobles or a sale on Amazon, but most of these titles we acquired by just purchasing them secondhand, either thrift stores, swamp meets, what else? Salvation Army, pretty much same thing. Facebook Marketplace, anywhere where we can find them cheaper than original price. We've been acquiring them. So far, we've built up a pretty massive collection of about 580 something movies so far as of right now, almost at 600. So this is just still some of our collection because we still have this, let me go bring it. So we got this thing full of movies. So we got, it's almost full. We have, let me see. I think I got a couple more spots left. Oh, there you go. I got like 3 spots left. Or, yeah, 3 little tabs. As well as our, well, this what you saw in here, this with this entire collection on the wall is about 580 something. Can't remember the exact number, but it's almost 600. We have one of these that holds about 90 movies that is full. This one is halfway there. Yep, a little bit about halfway there. So this one is just duplicate movies that we've acquired because sometimes we've upgraded to 4K. So we keep the duplicates, or whenever we're at the swap meet, sometimes we acquire a movie and they give us a couple. I have no idea why. Well, because they're not as in demand, or people don't perceive them as in demand. So what ends up happening is that we end up purchasing, let's just say, 5 Blu-rays or 5 4K movies at the swap meet, and then with that purchase, I guess they're trying to just get rid of their DVDs or some of their Blu-rays. The person will give us 5 movies. So then that's why we acquire sometimes duplicates, and we keep some of those downstairs. So if we count all of that, I would want to say we're probably over 600. We're probably close to 800 movies if we count all our duplicates and movies that we're not counting in our curated collection. Basically, we don't add them because, or some of those movies I don't add because I have no real, I don't add them to our collection, although I should, just to keep track of which movies we own. But initially when we started, we were just really curating our collection, which we still are. That's, I guess, what's in our shelves. But we've acquired movies that were just gifted to us that we don't really know much about. We've been growing our little collection, and it's about a year. So we hope to keep growing, and maybe in 2 years we'll make an updated video and see how our collection looks. But so far it's looking pretty cool. I like it. So up here right now it's in alphabetical order. If we're starting from up here, we're in alphabetical order, although we are going to switch them to have them by genres, since that makes a little bit more sense for us. So it goes all the way down here, if you're not able to see from where I was standing. It's our entire collection. Again, these are just the ones that we first curated that we really like. We've only watched 1 movie from this entire collection so far. Because we've also watched half of our collection, or we've seen more than half of our collection. So we're getting there. And then some of the new movies. So again, most of these were through swamp meets, thrift stores, and just secondhand. For example, this right here, this was not secondhand. This was an Amazon, since we got it when it came out. When it was released, I mean. And then we had to do some imports and whatnot. This one was pretty crazy. Interstellar, I got for $10 at a swap meet. So it's pretty cool find. The swap meets that we've gone to, I feel have pretty nice movies because they are in located near Hollywood and near where all the studios are. So that's maybe why we've been able to acquire a pretty nice collection. Some of the Criterions are not, with the exception of, there's one Criterion. Oh, this one right here. This is the only one we found at a swap meet for $3, but it doesn't have its case, which something we also like is slipcovers. So we try to get slipcovers whenever we can, if we are able to. As you can see, most of our collection has slipcovers, with the exception of a couple things here and there. Sometimes we put a Blu-ray slipcover on our movies just to make them look nicer on our shelves. Like, let me see if I can get an example of a Blu-ray. Let's see. See, Ghost in the Shell. Oh, this is another example of something we do with our movies. This is a DVD cover that we trimmed and we put it inside a 4K. So this is actually a 4K movie in a 4K case, but we use the Blu-ray slipcover. The DVD slipcover. Another one, let me see. I know not Forrest Gump, that's 4K. That is 4K. Oh, here we go. So this is a Blu-ray slipcover, and then we put a 4K movie inside, since we ultimately upgrade to the 4K disc. But since we didn't get the first print of the movie, so we don't have the slipcover, that's why we end up getting the Blu-ray, since those are easier to access and easier to purchase. Let's see, Home Alone, that's 4K. Oh, here's another example of a DVD cover turned into a Blu-ray. So it looks okay, I think. Got off a little bit off the top, but for the most part, it looks good. And let's see, back to our collection. So we have a little bit over a year. Can't wait to see again what it looks like under a year. And then over here towards the bottom, we no longer have them in alphabetical order since we are running out of space. That's why we decided to also put them by section, so we can put them in different, or by genre, so we can group them into different parts. Over here we have some of our shows and some video games. And we also have some music. But you see this Blu-ray right here? This actually is part of this. This is over here because sometimes it's a pain in the ass to constantly be opening this and having to move it around, especially if since this is broken. So we don't want to be messing with it constantly, so that's why we just keep it out here. And since it's a show, makes sense. So here's some of our favorite shows, some anime. Some of my favorite, really like this one too. We ended up getting this in a pretty good sale on Crunchyroll for like $100. And again, some DVDs here, since we also have some DVDs in our collection. Very few, but we have a couple, and mostly shows. I also forgot to mention the ones we have over here. We have Gravity Falls on the show, The Never Ending Story, which I like. I just like how that big ass book looks. We have a couple of VHS, and then Indiana Jones. This looks like the DVD, or it is the DVD cover, since I like the artwork a lot more on this. That is why this is the DVD cover, but inside we have the 4K movies. I just like how I prefer the look of this. And then we have these 3 movies that don't fit anywhere. So then I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do. Technically I could put them there, but these are shows for the most part. And then these are movies. All these are movies. So then it looks like I'm gonna have to buy either something to put some more movies right here to give us a little bit more space, because yep, so far we ran out of space. But this is our 1 year collection.